How's it going, everyone? Deathwing here, and now itself I read the spoilers of chapter 850 of One Piece, and I just can't explain how this was. Man, I would say that this was one of the greatest betrayals ever in One Piece, and one of the most major, I'm taking huge plot twist in One Piece. So I just don't know where to begin in the first place, but still I just gotta inform you that what all is gonna happen in the next chapter. So spoiler alert, guys, stay alert. So let's start with the Sanji's room, and we just get to know that Sanji goes to deliver the dish to Pudding. Pudding was somewhere, but Sanji knew where she was. And then we get to the prison library. Luffy is trying to escape even if his arm tears off. He is saying that I can't die in a place like this. Well, he is aware that he's gonna die, but Big Mom said that she's gonna let him free. But why is he saying that he's gonna die? Well, we'll get to that in a moment. And then we get to third floor in the courtyard, where Pedro is fighting Tamago, and Tamago asks him that why did he come back, and then he said that Straw Hat are the only guys who can lead the world to the new dawn. Pedro keeps his faith in Straw Hats and strives to give his life to them, and then Pedro slashes Tamago in half. Pedro straight away wins, despite of the fact that his 50 years of lifespan has been taken, and he absolutely smashes the Tamago. Well, I can't explain how I don't know. And then we get to the main thing, Pudding's room. Well, there is a live door which doesn't allow Sanji from entering the room. That door, that fucking door, prevents Sanji from entering the room. Well, that door prevented Sanji. There must be something in that room that a member who is gonna become a member of a person who is gonna become a member of Big Mom family isn't allowed to go somewhere in the Whole Cake Island. Why? Because there is something that he isn't supposed to see, and but he had no choice. But he has to go to the Pudding's location. Then he decides to go there from the terrace. And then when he gets inside of the room from above, he finds Reiju on the chair, her sister, her fucking sister, who was injured very badly, who was on the verge of death in previous chapter. He finds her, and whom she is with? She is with Pudding. Well, what's wrong if she is with Pudding? But Pudding wasn't only Pudding. She was a three-eyed girl who was Pudding. Well, everyone who speculated that the good-eyed girl is Pudding, you were damn correct, guys. Even though I didn't want to believe it, even though that I thought that Pudding is a sweetheart, she wasn't. She was just a fucking bitch who was just pretending to be on Straw Hat's side, but actually she was just playing her card from behind and was backstabbing Sanji and Straw Hats. And when Sanji sees three-eyed Pudding sitting on the chair, and Pudding's jeering at Sanji, Sanji gets to know that, oh no man, there's something wrong and he's gonna get fucked up. And things just, well, I can definitely say that when we read the chapter, I'm gonna give a live reaction to that. When we read the chapter, we are just gonna shit our pants. That that kind of major plot twist it is. Well, only 25% of the guys speculated that Pudding is a three-eyed girl. Well, there wouldn't have been anything wrong if she was just a three-eyed girl, but she was expected to be a good one. And then let me continue with what happened with Pudding. Pudding was jeering at Sanji. Pudding is one of Big Mom's favorite, who is, well, She is one of Big Mom's favorite. This, in spite of being the favorite, she was also the one who is very, very good at acting. Yes, you heard it correct. Pudding was just fucking pretending to be a good girl. Well, she just wasn't. She was just absolutely fucking hag who just stabbed Straw Hats in the back. When I just can't explain that how much angry I am at her. How much damn. And she was the one who framed the Straw Hats too. Okay, so let me proceed, and eventually you will get to know that what was the thing that she said in Luffy and Nami's ears. Alright, so then we get to the prison library. Luffy thinks about what Pudding said to her. She goes into a flashback where Pudding is whispering into his ears. Then Pudding says, "Why I won't marry? Well, that's because that fool who fell head over heels for me will be shot during the ceremony." Yes, she was talking about Sanji. She was just saying that why I won't marry Sanji. Well, that's because that fool just fall for me. He didn't know that what's happening, and he will eventually be shot dead during the wedding ceremony, during the fucking ceremony to that he was having to get married to the same girl who was just pretending to be her fiance and just stabbing him in the back. Alright? Then Pudding says, "You won't be left alive either." And then when she says goodbye, she said, "Goodbye, you pitiful little rats." Oh boy. I, I just can't come up with words to express how I'm feeling, guys. I don't know that where to begin with and where to end. Well, and then we get to Pudding's room again. Reiju's hands are tied up and she is bleeding from her legs. Her legs are being ruptured and she is tied. Her hands are tied, okay? Alright? Reiju, who was just so freaking strong that she sucked the poison out of Luffy and drank it, it didn't affect her at all. But Pudding, who was one of Big Mom's favorite, did that to her. Oh boy. Alright. And then Pudding says, "Mom was aiming at your clone soldiers and the technology since the very beginning. So she was just trying to steal the Germa 66 clone soldiers and the technology. That's all. No more and no less." And then Pudding also says that the whole Germa kingdom is inside Big Mom's territory now, and that you did a fine job flies swarming to the sweet desert of Sanji's political marriage, just as Mom planned. Well, she's saying that to Reiju. She's saying that you just did a fine job, bitch. There's no more need for you. And well, fly swarming to the sweet desert of Sanji's political marriage. Well, this is what Big Mom wanted, right? So you just die. You're of no value. You might be the sister of my husband, but you die. I don't care. Well, this is what Pudding is like now, right now. Can you guys believe it? Oh man. And then Pudding says, "The Vinsmoke family will be massacred during tomorrow's ceremony." Whoa, whoa, whoa. And Sanji was listening to Pudding in the thunderstorm. A blank expression comes on his face, guys. You guys just can think that how he might be feeling. Whoa. And then he gets to know, man, that all of them, all of his family, well, his family wasn't a right thing to begin with. His family was cruel except for his sister, and they're all gonna get killed in one swipe. A Yonko is gonna kill all the Vinsmokes single-handedly. And then Sanji shows an expressionless face, listening to Pudding Stock secretly in the thunderstorm. Man, what the heck happened? How is it even possible, guys? Well, if I would have been in place of Sanji, I would have just cried out of desperation. Well, there are no foundation, no limits how bad I would have felt if that would have happened to me. Oh, guys, Sanji already suffered in his childhood, and then he's still suffering. His mentor Zeph eated his own leg to just to save Sanji, and now this is happening. Guys, I just can't understand. Well, that's the amount of pain Sanji is bearing over his shoulder. And alright, I'm getting off topic here. And then Sanji goes to Pudding's room. One of the guards asks him if he goes out, if you wanna go out. Then Sanji answers, I'm gonna go I'm gonna going to be healed by a ray of light in this world. The chapter title is Ray of Light, and he says that I'm gonna go to be healed by a ray of light. What's the ray of light? Maybe he has a signature move up his sleeves. Maybe he's gonna ally with Vinsmokes. He is gonna settle everything with Vinsmokes. Alright, this is the spoiler, and now I'm gonna tell you that what I think about this whole plot. So, to begin with, I think that when we first met Pudding, Pedro said that we should just keep this girl hostage, and we can blackmail Big Mom after that we have taken your girl hostage. If you don't give us your poneglyphs in Sanji, then we just gonna fuck her up or something like that. Or if she is set free, she can just spill the beans, because she is a Big Mom's daughter whom we shouldn't underestimate. She's gonna just spill the beans and tell everything that's what's happening. And she just didn't tell everything, but she was pretending to be their friend from the very first place to begin with. And this is what Straw Hat gets for their kindness. Okay, and now I think that Sanji is going to ally with the Vinsmokes. The Vinsmokes are gonna understand the situation. They are gonna feel bad for Reiju, and they are gonna. Okay, so in my previous prediction, the last video of mine, well, that was absolute bullshit in front of this chapter. Well, this chapter is just so freaking amazing. I just can't believe that my mind predicts something as bad as that after reading this theory. And I don't know what to do with my I don't know what to do with my predictions, guys. Those were so lame, those were so predictable, and none of that happened in this chapter. Absolutely nothing. Alright, so conclusion of this spoiler is, don't fucking believe anyone in this world, no matter who he or she is, no matter how he or she look like, no matter how he or she behaves. They can just be anything, absolutely anything. They can do anything for your good or your bad. No one is aware of that. No one is aware of that other than he or she, him or herself. Okay, guys, and what I think is gonna happen is Sanji is gonna ally with Vinsmokes, and Vinsmokes are gonna accept Sanji as one of them own, and we are gonna see Judge's flashback. Judge and all the brother are gonna apologize to Sanji, and Sanji and the Vinsmokes aren't gonna fight. They're just gonna ally and fuck Big Mom up in this very freaking arc, steal their poneglyph, and Vinsmoke are gonna be a part of Straw Hat's allies. Straw Hat Alliance, they're gonna get a part of that, and Big Mom is gonna get wrecked in this arc. Caesar, Caesar, Vinsmokes, Luffy and his crew, and some of the minks and the alliance that has been formed already after the Dressrosa are gonna come after Big Mom and fuck her up. That's for sure, guys. I can just see it happening. Well, how the alliance gonna know that Luffy is in danger? Well, they have Luffy's viewer card, and whenever the owner of the viewer card is dying or is in pain, the viewer card starts to burn. So all of the alliance might see the viewer card burning and will get to know that Luffy is in his trouble. It has been long since Luffy was in trouble, and they're gonna follow the viewer card, get to Whole Cake Island and fuck everything up. And Jinbei is also there, and Fishmen are also there. They're all gonna participate in the same alliance and fight against Big Mom. It's gonna be a huge fight. We might see something new while Luffy fights Big Mom. I'm not sure, and they're gonna make new friends on Whole Cake Island and whatnot. Okay guys, it has been a long video. I just don't wanna drag you guys too far, too long. So guys, I just wanna say, when this chapter comes and when I give a live review and I just scream out of excitement, don't get shocked guys, because I think that absolutely anything can happen from here on out. So guys, this is all for today. Like the video if you like the video, comment your thoughts in the comment section below, share this video with whoever watches One Piece, and if you wanna stay tuned for future content, hit that subscribe button, and guys, I will see you in the next one.